Good morning and welcome to today's live market profile analysis by Tradeducation. Today is Thursday, the weekly expiry, and today's date is 5th of August 2021. So before I begin, just to share a quick disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Also, the information which I'm sharing is for educational purposes only and cannot be used for any trade related activities. Okay. So with that, let me just quickly share the market profile chart, and we'll just have a quick look at what's happening currently. So let me first clear all this. Let me explain you the context in terms of what happened last week. So the last option expiry, weekly expiry, was on 29th of July. And what we have is, so that's where a balance was formed. And what we have is we are just, one time framing higher. And yesterday is where, there was good amount of sellers. Buyers were anyways showing strength, but a good balanced shape was formed. We also had a epoch level. So overall, from the context perspective, what I'm able to understand is the inventory is long to too long. Why isn't the today? So today's auction, if I'm saying, why isn't it trying to break the previous day's high or the previous day's low? It's just trading sideways. Okay. So the overall context is the inventory is long to too long, and expect some sort of wild up and down moves today. So one of the other things which I wanted to share is I'll just switch to the spot chart. Okay. So in the spot chart, we have got two gaps. So first gap we got on 3rd of August and second gap we got on 4th of August. So this is that gap up. So the auction opened with a gap up. And today I'm just observing whether it tries to fill one of these gaps or not. Also, we saw a lot of single prints developed on 3rd of August. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are a lot of anomalies and, a lot of emotional buying and, a lot of emotional, I would say, stop hunting was seen on the auction, which developed on 3rd of August. Yeah. So coming back to today, what's happening currently is, so this is where the auction opened. So auction opened outside previous day's value. So this is the previous day's value. And what happened is immediately came within the previous day's value and just developing, auction is just developing sideways, trying to, so today we have an overlapping value. And this is the previous day's value and this is today's value. So overall, if you see, the value has shrunk. So this is a dynamic reference, but one of the areas which I see is that expect a sort of a sideways development. We are just, seeing overlapping value. So the yesterday's sellers, they are again coming today and we are trying to sell, we are trying to short. And there are a couple of references. So one is this reference, which is not yet been tagged. We have got unfinished auction at low, then we have got this unfinished auction at high. We have got this gap. So there are a lot of, I would say, data points, and the odds are high that we will be trying to see a downfall. When it will happen, that's the question. I don't know. I'm not an expert in predicting the auction and where it will go, but odds are higher that we will see a downfall. So what I was looking at is, so the C period. So this is the C period low, and it formed a halfback. The sellers exactly came in. Currently in D period, the auction just went higher. It cleared this anomaly, and now again the auction is trying to develop lower. So higher the odds that we will be seeing this type of auction development, and I'll be observing whether this gap is getting filled and whether we get a bounce back or do we get a continuation to the downside. Yeah. So that is the overall auction plan or the auction path which currently I'm observing. Now, I'll just quickly share my trading terminal. So I have taken a couple of trades. I'll just show you. So currently I'm in a bear spread. This is the current MTM. And, I made some loss. So total 6 positions I took, out of which stop loss got hit in the 3 positions. And overall loss was about 2600. or 2,500, and right now I'm in a sort of a very minuscule profit. Okay, so my today's action plan is to see the downfall, and I'll exit around 200 EMA, both in Nifty and Bank Nifty. So once this reference level is tagged, I'll be booking my profit or loss, whatever I make today from intraday perspective, and I'll share it on the Telegram channel. Okay, and other thing is, if you want to get trained on market profile, do look at the description below, and there you'll be finding training materials, and you can go through it. And lastly, is if you want to connect with me, you can check my website. I'm very active on the Telegram channel, and also I do, like earlier I used to do daily videos. Now I'm just doing weekly videos because of the time and the other commitments I have. Okay, so I'm just switching back to the market profile chart, and let me see what's happening. Let's look at the order flow and see if we are able to spot anything, any anomalies or something. So one of the things is, so this is the VWAP line. So we are seeing a sharp rejection. There are lack of sellers. Buyers are still there, but from the price action perspective, the selling is currently pretty strong. Cumulative delta is negative. The volumes are pretty much drying out, so not so good volumes currently. So it shares that not big players, but the retail money or trading money is participating in the current auction. So nothing much is happening. So this is the weekly or this is the hourly chart where I'm looking at the weekly VWAP. So I would say not VWAP, but the references. So we are getting rejected from the weekly value area high, accepting, and again we are getting rejected below weekly VPOC. So more the odds that we will be trying to develop lower, but let's see. You never know, because the option just reversed. So see, it just reversed. Yeah, so things like this can happen. I'll just switch back to the market profile chart, and seeing some rejection at weekly VPOC. Auction is developing higher. Why isn't the auction going down? We have something like an AB over low. We had this halfback reference. It got cleared. Today's high, I've not actually looked at today's high. Yeah, so we have got unfinished auction at today's high. Yeah, so let's see. So we are now again back to the DPOC, the developing point of control. It's just shifting sideways, trading within previous days value, previous days range. So overall low confidence, nothing much I'm seeing, I'm getting spotted. But a good thing is, so I'll share my trading terminal. So why is the auction developing sideways around the 50 EMA? So this red or orange line is the 50 EMA, green is the 200 EMA. Auction is just developing sideways around that. Okay, why it is doing that? I'm just observing, and I think my MTM will be reducing, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let me switch back to the market profile chart, and yeah, so let's see if the auction is strong, buyers are strong, then we should see continuation to the higher side. But overall, we are just seeing. So this is where seeing a rejection at VWAP and also at the developing point of control. So yeah, nothing much to share today. Active, so I am still active in my bear spread. And let's see what happens. So bear spread in both Nifty and the Bank Nifty. So let's see which way the option develops. Bank Nifty is still one time framing lower, and we can have a sharp recovery. So we have this halfback reference, intrabar halfback, and it just stopped at this single print zone. So there is a single print zone here. It just stopped there, and now it's just developing sideways. Yeah. So yeah. So low confidence, nothing much, no clarity yet. Expect a sort of sideways development. And I'm just looking at the 50 EMA and seeing why it is getting rejected. So some algos will be shown. You will be participating in the current auction. Okay. So yeah, so nothing much is been happening. Just sideways development is seen. I'll also show you the order flow chart. Where is my order flow chart? Here is my order flow chart. Yeah. So this is the order flow chart, and see we are seeing a rejection at VWAP. Not so good volumes. Delta is still negative, cumulative delta. Again, sellers are stepping in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just observe this. No trade location I'm able to spot at the moment, and just waiting and watching. Okay. So with that, I'll just end this session, and let's catch up again next week during the expiry video. And yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bye for now. Take care. Shabak.